The Honda Goldwing is an absolute touring legend, but from my perspective, off the showroom floor, it has a bit of an identity crisis. It's really designed to be a cross-country cruiser, but for me, the riding position, the stock riding position, feels a little bit like it came off of a sport bike. As a 5'9" rider, the stock position is one of my biggest gripes. My lower body feels a little bit like I'm crouched, my knees are kind of high, my feet are a little bit swept back, and my upper body position with my arms is really where I struggled the most. It felt like I was pulling on a pull-up bar, leaning forward a little bit, just slightly always in a more aggressive posture. I didn't buy a Goldwing to suffer through the miles, which is why today I'm hitting the highway with a brand new setup that I want to try out. I just installed the Helibar Tour Performance Handlebar Risers. I bought them with my own money, and I want to put them to the test on a 300-mile route for today's ride. No short trips around town, just some quick highway sprints, and we're doing a full day in the saddle to see what these things are actually made of. By the end of this 300-mile trip, I'll know for a fact whether these risers are earning a permanent spot on this bike or if I'm pulling them off the second I get back to the garage. We've got a lot of ground to cover, and I'm desperately hoping that pull-up bar sensation is gone for good. Let's get moving. It is just wild to me how the weather in this Midwest world can go from a beautiful sunny day to just pouring down rain. Luckily, I only had about a minute of rain, but it looks like I'm getting into a little bit more of it. So I'm gonna stop at a gas station and use this opportunity to clean off my windshield. And I always keep a couple of washcloths in here, and I like to use the yellow to dry and the blue to clean. And in this 90 miles so far today, I've already picked up quite a few bugs. So wax on, wax off with my yellow and blue washcloths. And while I've got this moment, I wanted to give you kind of a first impressions follow-up on the Helibars. Installation, super easy, and the only regret is I didn't cut this little section right here enough to really get it to fit properly, so I am going to end up taking that off again. I really hate putting my key in this little cubby right here because I worry that if my key turns off, it'll be stuck in here. I won't be able to start the bike again. Before we actually get on the road, why not try out this rain suit? Have a good one. So the crazy thing about these rain pants is they have these kind of foot protectors, and I'm gonna just leave them as is. Now we're good and protected from the rain. I think the faster I go, the more this windshield can protect me. I had to adjust my backrest back about an inch or so because with the Helibars, I actually had enough room that it pushed my elbows back. And so now I feel like my back is in a more natural seated position. It really does feel like an office chair, like I could be typing right now. My knees actually feel better, my hips, my back. It's amazing what one little modification or upgrade to the motorcycle can do to the ergonomics. Handlebars back about an inch, and I think up about an inch. I don't remember the exact amount. This is not a review or a sponsored review. It's just me enjoying this bike. For me, the most important thing to know about these Helibar Risers is my stock seat that I have essentially given up on. I thought I'd have to replace it. Actually doesn't feel as bad as I had originally thought. I think there's hope for this seat yet, and I think literally just changing my posture through the handlebars has allowed me to occupy a better zone on this seat. Those are my initial assessments of the Helibar Risers. Right, can I pass you without you? I'm gonna pop off the interstate for a little bit while it's raining. So another really great factor of these bars, which you may not like, some people might like this, some people might not like this, is since I'm in a more relaxed position, when I'm riding on the back roads, I feel more relaxed. I feel a little less spirited when I hit some of these twisties. I don't really feel like I'm leaning into it like I'm riding a sport bike. It could be good, it could be bad. If I was wanting to go fast, if I was wanting to ride aggressively, I would remove the Helibars. I'm an older guy now. I'm not here to go as fast as I can around a curve and hit a deer and die. I'm here to relax and enjoy myself and enjoy the experience on the motorcycle. So being able to kind of cruise at a relaxed pace, you know, in this rain right now, this is truly helping me. I'm just relaxed. My shoulders, my elbows, everything is relaxed. And because of that, I don't feel the speed demon crawling out of my soul. One thing I am realizing now that I really need to add to my rain kit is a set of rain specific gloves. I've been riding for about 10 minutes in the rain nonstop. I'm essentially, my rain suit is completely soaked, but this suit is not letting any water into my neck. It's not letting any water into my chest, my feet. My boots are actually dry because of these little over flaps that are on here. And because of that, I feel like when it stops raining, I can just pop this suit off and get back to business with my, you know, mesh jacket and enjoying myself. But my gloves are absolutely soaked. It would be good to have a set of rain specific gloves in the kit with the rain suit. When it starts raining, I pop those gloves on. Maybe they're waterproof, maybe they're really fast drying material. I'm not sure yet. I'll research that. But when it stops raining, I can throw on my nice scatterbrain gloves again, and I'll have a dry set of gloves when it stops raining and a set of gloves that are ready for quick rain. Fortunately, it looks like the sun is coming back out, so this day isn't a total wash. Let me find a place to pull over, get this rain suit off, which has kept me dry, and I'm ready to enjoy the rest of this ride, guys. Pulling over here at the gas station to top off the tank one more time, and I have to say my initial assessment is holding incredibly well. On a typical ride with the stock setup, this halfway point is exactly where and when fatigue really starts to set in. I start shifting my weight around, shaking out my wrists, and looking for any excuse to pull over and stretch my legs. But today, I feel completely fine. The Helibars have fundamentally changed the way I interact with this motorcycle because my arms aren't stretched out fighting to reach the grips. My entire upper body has simply relaxed. I'm no longer spending physical and mental energy fighting my own posture, which means I can actually look around, loosen my grip, and genuinely enjoy the ride. The most surprising part of this whole test is how one simple bar adjustment has created a massive chain reaction for the rest of my body because I'm no longer pulled forward over the tank, my knees aren't jammed up, my hips feel noticeably looser, and incredibly, even this stock seat is treating my butt a whole lot better than it ever has. It really does feel like I'm sitting in a comfortable office chair instead of holding a strained sport bike crouch. And here's the craziest realization so far. Now that I'm sitting more upright and my core is completely relaxed, I'm actually considering removing my rider backrest completely. I used to rely heavily on that backrest to constantly prop me up on long trips, but now my body is naturally supporting its own weight. It almost feels like the backrest is unnecessary now, which just goes to show that getting your rider triangle dialed in perfectly can solve comfort issues you didn't even realize were connected. The rain is cleared up. The day is beautiful and my tank is full. This Gold Wing is primed to eat up the rest of this pavement. We've got another good stretch of highway miles to cover to get back to the shop. And for the first time in a long time, I'm not dreading the highway drone. I'm just ready to cruise. We'll get this bike back to the garage, clean off all the rain and road grime from today, and have it ready for whatever adventure comes next. Let's hit the road. Well guys, I am back, got home, and my son has been out here working in the garage all day, rebuilding the carburetors for probably the third time on his little Ninja 250. But I've got to say, the Helibars, there's nothing bad I could say about them. They don't stretch the cables too much, they fit perfectly, and the bike was honestly just an absolute pleasure to ride for the day. So I did buy those Helibars with my own money. This is not some kind of review. I just wanted to try them out, and I figured that'd be a great topic to make a video out of for today. But let me help him get his motorcycle started. If you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up, and I'll catch you in the next one.